just realised my camera and mic wasn't even on. Yes, people, welcome back to another stream. It was live literally about 20 minutes ago, but we are live for the press conference reaction. We're going to see what the managers had got to say. We are going to see what the manager has got to say. He should be in a minute. Obviously waiting for him to come in. Big up to Donna. Thought he would have been sacked. Wake up early as well. Yeah. Big up to PL Champs. Can't wait for the manager to make more mistakes and terrible talks. Yep. Sack, says Benjamin. But yeah, bless up to everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. This is the press conference reaction. We're going to see what the manager's got to say. I mean, it's probably very much predictable, but we're going to have a listen. Misreacts when I look at you. Okay. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. If you didn't watch the stream earlier, yeah, that was a mad one. I'm absolutely seething, but yeah, we keep on moving. But yeah, waiting for the manager to get in now. Should be in here in any second. Big up to you. Where is he, man? Where's this manager, bruv? But yeah, let's run up these likes, chat. We're on 10 likes already, man. Bless up to everyone. Let's try and get towards 20 likes and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thought there were 7 wonders. Okay. Where is this manager, bruv? Yeah, 10 of you already in the building. Bless up, man. Bless up. Where is this manager? Come on, man. Bruv, he's hiding, man. He's hiding. The manager's hiding. Where is he, bruv? Hurry up. Where is he? Nah. Oh, man. Chat, what's he going to say in this press conference, eh? Is it going to be another load of BS, or is he going to take some accountability? Get your predictions in. BS or accountability? I'm going BS. That's what the manager's going to be doing. He's going to go with a load of more BS, make a load of more mistakes. Let's see what the injury situation is, because he don't want to speak on Florian Wirtz for some reason. I've not seen him spoke on Florian Wirtz for days. Do you get what I'm saying? Unfortunately, Donna, no, I can't say that. Did you get it? I actually know. Right, the manager is here. Why are you smiling?
Arne, I know obviously last night you said that you hadn't spoken to Richard Hughes or any of the ownership group last night, but have you been able to since? And if so, what have those conversations been like? Has the support that you spoke about last night been reiterated to you?
Yeah, we've had the same conversations as we've had since I'm here. And as I'm not sure if I said it last night, but we fight on and we try to improve. That's what we all try. But the conversations have been the same as they've been for the past 1.5 years.
For you at the moment, is there an anger? Maybe that's too strong. Is there a frustration or a feeling of being let down by your players at the moment who aren't necessarily reaching the standards that we've come to expect from them?
No, not at all. Although I do agree with you that our standards, and with our, I mean the team, have not been of the standards that we are used to and that we want. So we think we can play better than we do. But last season, when we did really well, there was a lot of focus on certain individuals, and I always said it should be about the team, and the team makes the individuals look very good. And if the opposite is happening, we should also look at the team and not at the individuals. So
Should also look at the team. How about take some accountability of yourselves? Again, like it's not just on the players; it's also on you as a manager.
so that's where it's about.
Because if players are playing poorly, that also comes down to you because you have to take accountability and take the players off.
But you also said that you have to look at yourself. What can you do different, if anything?
That's not so easy to say what can I do, but it's quite normal if you win or lose or draw that you reflect on a game, which decisions have you made, what have you done during the week, all kind of usual things managers do if they win or lose. But maybe you do it a little bit more if you lose. You try to find the answer to what is needed to win a game of football, and
Well, you've clearly
in
not
end,
found the
it's about,
answers.
doing what this club is about is keep fighting, and no matter how difficult it is, we have to
Yeah, keep fighting,
fight
cool. But
together. But
I'm
it
actually
would
not really
also be
seeing
nice
much fight, to be honest.
if we would reward ourselves in the moments we play well, because people are very focused and correctly about the parts we don't play well, but there are definitely large parts of the games where we do play well and where we do create a lot of chances, and we tend to forget to reward ourselves in those moments, and every small mistake or small error immediately leads to us conceding a goal, and that is a very bad cocktail to have.
That follows on to my final question: is how pressurised a situation is this then for you as a group, for you personally, and how inhibiting can that pressure be?
Now, there's a lot of pressure if you work or play at a top club, and even more so if you start losing more games than this club or this players or this manager is used to. So then there's always pressure. But there was a lot of pressure last season as well for us to win the league. And now
No,
it's
there
different
wasn't
kind
pressure
of
for us to win the
because
league.
we've lost so many games. But what it does to me, I can just do the same, but I don't have to play. So maybe my job is a little bit easier if it comes to this, because I think it's hard for every player if you are in a bad run of results. If you go down immediately after 3 minutes, and then you play a good first half, and then 10 minutes after halftime,
Good
again we
first
concede.
half.
So we get knock after knock after knock,
Okay,
which is hard. But
okay.
that's why I keep saying that, especially when that happens, we have to keep fighting, and that's what we've done so well last season, and what this club is about for so many years, and that's what we expect. The minimum what I and we expect is that we do this over 90 minutes, which is not always easy if you get knock after knock after knock.
That's not good.
Can I just ask you about the fitness of some of your players?
Yeah.
Who obviously with his problem that he picked up, and how Florian and Alisson are as well.
Ali trained again with the team today, so we hope and expect him to be available in the weekend. Florian will have his final day of rehab tomorrow, so if that all goes well, he could train with the team on Saturday. And the third one was Hugo. Yeah, of course today was recovery, but they don't expect that it has to be a big issue. But yeah, games come fast, so let's see for the weekend. But it shouldn't have to.
Why is Florian getting rehab?
That's why West Ham are concerned as well. It feels
This is what I mean. Like, why didn't you let people know? Why is Florian Wirtz going through flipping rehab?
wrong time for you, that they're moving in a different direction now under Nuno Espirito Santo. They seem to have got a new wind and a fresh confidence of their own.
We ain't beating West Ham.
How do you feel they're doing?
Yeah, like you said, he's having an impact on their results. He's done so well everywhere he worked here in England, and did so well at Forest. Now he's doing well at West Ham again. So it's he's proven to be a difficult manager to play against, not only for me but for everyone, because he always has a very good game plan, and it's a tough team to beat at the moment, West Ham, which was different maybe than the beginning of the season, but we faced them now.
God.
And that's why we definitely need to be ready for a challenge, because that's what they will give us.
Definitely.
Because they know
So basically, no, we're not going to be ready then.
Of course, after our recent run of results, that's probably different for them to play against us now than it was 3 or 4 months ago.
Sorry, it's going to be more difficult. Sorry, it's more difficult for them. Let's have a listen.
Of course, after our recent run of results, that's probably different for them to play against us now than it was 3 or 4 months ago.
Looking at the XG stats for the last 3 games.
XG
Liverpool,
stats.
6 points.
Oh, God. Oh. We've just been slapped 4-1 against PSV, and this brother's saying, let's bring up XG stats. XG stats? What?
5.9 and your opponent's 5.39 combined. I just wonder what would you take from that?
Frustration.
Facts.
XG don't always tell you the right story because I think it's also important when do you get those chances. So and after you concede, you tend to be more open than when you're 1 or 2-0 up. I think when we were 1-0 up against Real Madrid and 2-0 against Villa, we hardly conceded a chance, and that has happened in many more of our games when we were leading. But yeah, when you chase the game, you concede normally more. But I think a large part of this XG that we create is in the first part of the game as well. And that's why one of the players said today, and I just used that quote, we don't reward ourselves for good phases of the game or good parts of the game. And this is probably what is best shown in our XG created, because it's ridiculous, because normally you score more than you XG. The amount of times you see good teams scoring 3 or 4 goals from from a low XG value, and then if you see our XG yesterday evening, but yeah, I didn't need XG to know that we missed a lot of chances.
And Curtis Jones gave quite a passionate interview after the game last night. I just wondered what you thought of what he said and that kind of passion, that anger, that frustration. How does it feel when you hear your players speaking like that?
Then you assume that I heard what he said, and that is what I didn't. So after the game, I have to do 120 interviews.
He said that he was past being angry and spoke about wanting to be a dog and tackle out there, do some of those kind of things as well.
Really good if you bring it to the game, and I think this is what the players at least tried to do yesterday. All the data in terms of running data were very high. They had a lot of.
I don't think Arne likes how Curtis Jones called it out.
But it didn't lead to anything in terms of result. And I think this is what he is saying. If we can bring this as a team to the game, this is where is the minimum I expect and the minimum the fans expect from us, that we fight. And this is, I use the word fight, he uses probably some other words, but I think we're on the same page when it comes to how we want to get out of this situation.
Carl, come back.
Just wondering how you go about restoring damaged confidence, because I assume that's something obviously you can't train that into them. But is there anything you can do to try and help them? Because it's obviously morale is so low on the pitch at times.
And that last thing I think should be said extra at times, because I don't see it being low when we start the game. I didn't even saw it low after we conceded the 1-0 yesterday. But after the third, the fourth, or the fifth knock, then after the 3-1, I also saw a very difficult 5 to 10 minutes. But
so why didn't you try and do anything about it? So they're going, why didn't you do anything about it? Why didn't you explain why that happened?
Before that, even when we conceded the 2-1, again had a disappointment. We were able to generate enough chances, enough XG to make the 2-2. But after they scored the 3-1, I could indeed see that it hurt the players, and that wasn't the period where our fighting spirit was the best in the game, to say it mildly.
And when they're in that mindset, are you confident your message is still getting across to them?
After the 3-1, it's very difficult to get.
No, answer the question. Are you confident the message is getting across? Not after 1-0, 2-0, flipping 1-1. Are you confident the message is getting across? Yay or nay?
Across to them when I'm on the. At
Don't try and
sideline
avoid past
before
the
game and
question.
during halftime. I think the message comes across to them if I see how we create our chances.
Trying to avoid
It
past the
is a
question,
lot,
man.
Of the things we train and what is in the meeting.
Just answer the question properly.
But unfortunately, it doesn't lead to goals, and that is difficult for them, for me, for our fans, for everyone. But that the message comes across is very clear to me if I see the way we generate our chances, and that is a lot from the work we do on the training pitch and during the meetings. So yeah, that's for me that's obvious. But yeah, when we're 3-1 down, then it's difficult to get
Facts.
the message across.
Facts, Sam.
If
Thank
you're
you.
standing so far, not so far, but if you're not standing on the pitch.
Beth?
Can I just ask about Joe Gomez? I know you obviously said the other day.
That Joe Gomez was. I'm sorry. This is not on Joe Gomez. So people in the chat thinking I'm going at Joe Gomez. It's nothing at Joe Gomez. That was on Arne Slot. Arne Slot put Joe Gomez on the bench last night to prove a point. And because he was feeling the pressure, because everyone's been asking that, where's Gomez? Why don't you play him? Why don't you, this and that? He put that on there just to hide again.
Last week, but how close is he to being able to play sort of meaningful minutes for you?
How close? He could have been involved yesterday as well in terms of minutes. But yeah, when we are 2-1 down or 3-1 down, I tend to make offensive substitutions, and for him to start.
No, you make substitutions that are panicable and just cowardly. Hence why you brought on Chiesa and Gamoa. And that's nothing on those as players. That's on the decision making.
Is also definitely a possibility. But Konate didn't train 2 days before the game. He was a bit of a liability.
Liability, yeah, we know he's
2
been
days
a
before.
liability.
And then if you don't have that many defenders to start with, two players that maybe might not be able to play the whole 90, that's kind of a risk as well. So I decided to keep him. How do you say this? But you know probably what I mean. To keep him there for if Ibu was injured, and not to have to make two substitutions, because then probably would have ended up with one or two defenders.
How did you sleep last night?
Oh my god. Oh my. I thought the questions couldn't get worse. How did you sleep? Raw. What are you gonna ask him next? What did you have for breakfast? Like, what time did you brush your teeth? What time did you get dressed? Is that what we're asking? I'm gonna ask next. How did you sleep last night? Fuck, Jesus.
What do you think?
Not so well.
No, not.
What on earth?
Not completely poor. It wasn't as if I lie awake for the whole night, but although if we win, I don't sleep well. Also.
No, because you go to Ibiza and Dubai and party.
Probably a lot of adrenaline, and now there's a lot of thoughts going through your mind. But I had a few hours of sleep, enough to be able to be fresh again this morning.
Peter Bos yesterday said after the game that he would have a drink with you. Did you have that drink? What did you talk about?
No, unfortunately, I asked him to come in, but I had quite a lot of media work to do. And
Was it there? I still can't believe that.
Afterwards, when I came in, it was already a bit too late. So I will text him today to one more time congratulate him. So we didn't have time to have drinks now.
Is he also someone you would talk to about having some advice for facing this challenge? Because
Big up to everyone in the chat, man. Slap these likes up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already done
I
so.
think there are a lot of people which I could call for advice, but there are a lot of people working at this club that can give me very good advice as well.
Mark?
Hi, Arne. You spoke just now about the messaging between you and the players, and also you spoke about how there was good moments mostly in the first half compared to the second half. If you think back to last season, there were so many occasions where you were able to change things at half time and get an improved performance. So do you think there's any difference in how you're adapting and assessing what's happening in that half-time period, or do you feel like the players are still taking on that messaging in the same way?
I think we always remember the last one or two games the most.
Big up,
I
lad.
think our second half performance against City was much better than our first half performance. if I go further back, so the first loss we had was against Crystal Palace. Our second half performance was much better than the first half performance. So
Why don't you just answer the
So-
questions properly?
it has been all the losses we've had have had a different story, and the last two, indeed, the second half wasn't as good as the first half, but in the last two we conceded straight after halftime, after already being disappointed in the first half, not getting what we thought we deserved, and like I said, in my opinion, the players kept on fighting after 2-1 because we were able to create 2 or 3 very good moments and chances. The Cody Gakpo header is, I think, usually a goal, but this moment of time, not for us. We've generated enough set pieces in that part of the game as well. But after the 3-1, again, that's the part people tend to remember, which is normal because the last part of the game. That was, of course, not of the standards and of the fighting spirit we would like to have.
But why is that? Why we're not seeing that? This is what I mean, man. Like, why aren't you fucking...
Rob.
Arne, when you lose 3 successful games, do you look at the team and think it maybe needs a jolt? Do you look at the players who have had less minutes, the likes of Gomez and Kies, and think they might be able to run the team?
Oh, what? Can I just say, isn't it about time you start maybe making some changes? Decent question. We're back. Let's see what he says. No, blah, 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 blah.
I think you consider everything. Until now, I've decided differently. But they train with us every single day, and they can prove themselves in those moments. And it's always a balance between, if you don't change, people think you should change more. And I think there was a period of this season where we lost, and I made a few changes where people complained about the fact that I made a few changes too much, and there was never any time the same team. So of course I consider, but I cannot tell you what the end product of that consideration is for Sunday yet.
Thank you. Next up.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Arne.
Chat. I can't believe he got asked, how did you sleep? Chat, get your questions in. What would you like to ask Arne Slot? Who's your favourite spy skill? What's your favourite loss, you know? Man said, what's your favourite loss? Man really said, what's your favourite loss, you know? But yeah, man, we're a joke, bruv. We're a joke. We're an absolute joke. Let's go through some stuff he said then, because genuinely. So this is what the managers had to say. How did you sleep? Wow. Yeah, and he literally got asked, chat, am I lying? He got asked, how did you sleep? Next is to be like, yo, what did you have for breakfast? Like, yo, when would you do this? Like, it's not flipping Q&A. Man, out here treating it like it's a Q&A. Right, let's go through some of the stuff he has said then. On a slot on Endo and Keys to get more minutes. You think everything until now. I tried things differently, but you train with us and you can improve themselves in these moments. You switched the team up against Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup. The Carabao Cup. On a slot on do the team need a jolt? I think you consider everything until now. I have differently, but other players have shown in some moments in training. Yeah, it's all right showing it in training, mate. Some people think I should change more, but I made the changes. We lost a game against Palace. Of course, I consider a lot. Yeah, in the flipping Carabao Cup. Exactly. Why aren't we seeing Chiesa and Gomez get minutes? They're showing fight. This team needs fight. And you know what? They'll actually bring some level of quality. Why? Honestly, on adapting at half time, we always remember the last 2 games the most. The second half versus Man City was much better. Conceded 2 goals. The Crystal Palace game in the September The second half was much better than the first, so it's all been losses. Have had different story. Second half in the last 2 games have not been good. Like I said, in my opinion, the players kept fighting at 2-1, so we were able to create chances. The gap per chance is usually a goal, but not for us. But Slot, how come the question is to you, right? Why is that in the second half? Why is that in the second half? Why is it after we go a goal down, we collapse? Genuinely, it's like we have no cohesion, no fight. And that's why people want to see the likes of Federico Chiesa, because if they come on, they'll actually show something. On a slot on Joe Gomez, he is close. He could have been involved yesterday for minutes, but when we were 2-1, 3-1 down, I tend to make unoffensive substitutions. So for him to start is definitely a possibility. Konate didn't train 2 days before. He was a liability before the game, so it was a risk. So I decided to keep him there in case Ibu Konate was injured. No, you brought him on because you felt the pressure of everybody saying you should be playing Joe Gomez. You felt the pressure, so you just naive and put him on the bench. Honestly, look, chat. I'm not lying. He got asked how did you sleep? How did you sleep? Why don't we ask him? Who's your favorite singer? Honestly, what's your favorite pizza, mate? What's your favorite pizza? What is your favorite pizza? He said this. How do you think? Not completely poor, but it wasn't as if I was lying awake the whole night. I had a few hours of sleep, enough to refresh again in the morning. Yeah, that's all said in the chat, and you're probably expensive pillow. Yeah, you was fine, mate. Obviously, we've already read that one. Just a joke. On a slot resorting confidence. I don't see it being low when we start games. But we end up going 1-0 down. Good one. And not even after the 1-0 yesterday, but after the 4th or the 5th knock, I saw a different 5-10 minutes. Even at 2-1 disappointed, but we were able to generate chances off it for 2-2. But at 3-1, I could see it hurt the players, and that wasn't where there was fighting spirit. I was at their best. But why isn't that Arne Slot? Why don't you talk about why you think that's probably the case? The players aren't enjoying the style of play. They're not enjoying what you're doing. It doesn't help when you're on the touchline going like this. Speaking to your assistant. Shut up. On a slot on his future. We've had the same convos as we've had since I've been here. We fight on and we try to improve. That is what we all try. The convos have been the same as the last 18 months. Let the players down. Let down by the players. No, not at all. Although I do agree that our standards, the team have not been at the standard we used to. Well, no, I already disagree. I already disagree with you that first half of the paragraph. How can you not be let down? If the players are playing poorly, surely you can have accountability and say you're not happy with the players, no? Take players off. You've got to be furious as a manager. This is what I mean. It's about standards, mindset, and a mentality. Have standards and a mentality. You shouldn't be happy. Are you let down? You should be let down by the players. They've been shit. How can you not be let down by some of the individuals? Konate hopping over a ball. It's like if he touches the ball, he's going to explode. Like, what? Oh, my God, man. If the opposite is happening, we look at them and not the individuals. It's not easy to say what I can do different. If you win, lose, or draw, reflect on decisions you do in the week. Maybe you do it more if you lose. We try to find an answer we need to find in the game. In the end, It's about doing what the club is fighting. Keep fighting. Well, I'm hardly seeing a fight from you. We have to fight together. It would also be nice if we reward ourselves in the moments we play well. Because there are some large parts when we do. Every small mistake or error leads to us conceding a goal. But yeah, honestly, why is that the case? Because we look so wide open. We've got no midfield and our fullbacks don't have a clue what they're doing. And there's no press. Literally, I agree that Tim Pot. Absolute Tim. How can you not be mad at the players? Honestly, I loved you as a manager. I backed you as a manager. I was going on shows as to the reason why you should be staying. And you just deliver with this, man. Like, yeah, if you're not seeing the Curtis Jones interview, who gives a toss about XG stats? It's just another poor way of saying you couldn't finish your chances. Honestly, on West Ham, Nuno's having an impact on results. He has been doing so well in England at Forest, West Ham again, so he's proven to be a difficult manager to play against. Tough to beat West Ham now. That is why we are definitely need to be ready for a challenge. It's different for them to play against us 3 months ago. We are going to be in for a bumpy ride against Nuno Espirito Santo. Because he actually has not a bad record against Liverpool as a whole. On a slot on the pressure. A lot of pressure if you work at the top club. Even if you say you're losing more than this club is used to, there's always pressure. Last year it was to win the league, but now it is different pressure. Maybe my job is easier because your job shouldn't be easier. You're a Liverpool Football Club manager. Your job should be easier. I don't have to play as hard for every player. When we go down after 5 minutes and play well in that first half, then we concede second half. So we can knock. So we keep fighting. It is what we did so well last year, and it is bare minimum we expect for 9 minutes. No. You set the team up brilliantly last season in large portions of last year, hence why we were very successful in us winning the Premier League title. So this nonsense about plays every 5 minutes and we're not showing enough fight. Yeah, we played well last night for about 15-20 minutes again, and that's been the story of all the games this season. This is, you know what, Arne is a shadow of himself, not as compared to last season as a manager. But when it comes to conducting himself and pride and accountability, you know, he did that so well last season, especially in the press conferences. It was like a fresh air. Just completely a shadow, man. Genuinely. Here's some injury updates. Alisson trained with the team. We hope they expect him to be fit. Florian Wirtz will have final rehab day tomorrow. But why is he having rehab? So we could train on Saturday. If all goes well, Hugo today was recovery, but we don't expect it to be a big issue. Let's see. Games come fast, but it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, thank God Ekitike is not injured. So it's looking like Ekitike the injury isn't a concern. And Alisson should be back because he was ill. And obviously Florian Wirtz, I probably don't expect him to start. He might be on the bench. Yeah, honestly, yeah, Alisson, yeah, just obviously, yeah, we spoke about that. Honestly, what to do differently. In the end, it's about doing what this club is about. Keep fighting. We have to fight together. Yeah, but certain individuals aren't fighting. So why don't you call them out and take them off the pitch? What a little rubbish, man. Let's read some of your chats. 128k pillow that he pays for by failing. Yeah. Footy, big up Andeka, lad. Some good news. I won my snooker match. Won 2 semi-finals. Got. Yo, go on, lads. What phase is my team in? Yes, lads. Come on. Go and win the trophy, mate. Next question. Yeah. 1. Next question, Arne. What's your favourite loss? Talking about XG after getting slapped 4-1 at home. I know. I can't the audacity to talk about XG. You just got your arse warped, tied with a some rope behind your legs and left in a ditch, and my brothers bring up XG. Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, what face is Ant in, man? No one talk about the defense help. Exactly. But they won't though, will they, Mick, lad? Same nice, got 2 semi-finals now. Yeah, win it, lad. Yeah, big up to you, mate. We're gonna lose against West Ham next. Footy got 2 semi-finals coming up. How did you sleep? He said we played better second half. Imagine talking about XG after getting slapped. Facts. He played damn kids against Crystal Palace and the guys who are normally on the bench. How can you judge them when they can't shine surrounded by kids? Thank you, Sam. Yeah, you changed the team, but he played a bunch of kids. Like, what are we doing here? How did you sleep? I am done with slots since Northern lineup Cup game. Sunday, 5 minutes past 2, West Ham 1, Liverpool 0. And practicing for Sunday. Last season, I was nervous heading into playing against West Ham last year. We needed to beat them last day of the season. UCL football, Klopp ruined. Klopp pulled out a diamond formation. Wonder if Slot will change anything. The key word in your sentence is anything, and that remains to be seen. That remains to genuinely be seen. Will we actually see that? Probably not, if I'm being truly honest with you. Yeah, probably not. You know what, chat? It really is a shame, innit? Because I rate this manager. I actually liked this manager, but yeah, you can't be letting me down, G. Sorry. No. No. But yeah, bless up to everybody though. 9 hours in 12 games and not that bad. Slot JS needs times, and it's just a phase Guardiola had this last year. So are you slotting then, JK? I take it you're slotting. People asking me in the chat, am I slotting or slot out? I just want what needs to be done. And if slot, do I think Arne Slot should go? Yes, he probably should. Arne Slot probably should be leaving Liverpool Football Club. Worst run for 70 years. Facts, Hey, and my granddad walked out again, lad. Big up to my granddad, bro, every single time. I love him, man. I can't wait to see him. But yeah, bless up the chat, man. Bless up the damn chat. Slap the likes and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Oh. But yeah. Chat, what we're going to do, we're going to set up who should we raid? Because I've got to sort out some stuff with my girlfriend. Yeah, we're back. I was going to do the Aston Villa Europa League watch along, but I can't lie, I'm not in the mood. Who should we raid? Who's live? Who is live? I literally don't think anybody is live. Let's have a look. Is anybody live? There's literally nobody live, actually. Fizz. Yeah, bless up everyone, man. 9 losses already. Cut the cord. Cut the damn right cord and be done with it. Simple as that, China. Cut the cord and be done with it. Yeah, just absolute joke. Absolute joke, man. I don't even know. Last night we were already away from home. I was playing my match when PSV scored the 4th. They had a match on nearly punched table. Go on, lad. And just make sure you win the trophy, mate. Come on, mate. you know what I'm saying? But I've just realised Sunderland's exactly in a week, isn't it? Or no, it's actually less than a week. Low key, anyone wants to buy my Sunderland at home ticket, I'll sell it you. If anyone wants to buy it, boom. I'm in the Kenny Dalglish stand as well for that. Oh man. See, I actually like that stand. They just need to change the seats. That's the next thing that needs to be done at Anfield is the Kenny Dalglish stand seats and make a bit more room. Because obviously they're never going to upgrade the Kop, never. I don't think they'll upgrade the main stand. I think the only thing that Liverpool might do, maybe one day, they might add corners into where the main stand is and the Anfield Road end. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, Sunderland at home in a week. Yeah, pray for me. Pray for flipping me. Pray for me. Fans become spoiled. Remember 20 years with no trophy. Slot gave us one title. I said I'm grateful for it. I love Arne Slot. I backed the manager, but you have to do what's best for the club. Do you get me, bro? Will you walk out? What if Liverpool? What if we was losing like PSV? Would I walk out? Me personally, Katie, I don't like to walk out. That's just me. Anyone that wants to walk out if Liverpool get absolutely battered up, that's up to them, innit? That's up to them. But me personally, I've never done it. I've been close, but I've never really done it. Like, I think maybe I've left like a minute before, like, because I think I've left like a minute before. But other than that, no, not really. It's just not really something I do. It's just not something I really do. Do you get it? But no, I don't think anybody is actually live. So, yeah, I don't think anybody is live. I'll have a look. But yeah, bless up to everyone in the building, man. I appreciate you guys all being here. Run up the likes if you can and subscribe. Yeah, literally, a lot of them are mostly up and coming streams from what I'm seeing. From what I am seeing, but yeah, bless up to everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow. Minute before doesn't count for you. Yeah, like I've left like a minute before, but that's like it. I don't think I've left more than maybe 5 minutes before. No, never really, never left early. It's just something. I don't know. I just don't really have it in me to leave early. I find it. I don't know what it is. Even if Liverpool are getting battered, I find it hard. But anyone that does it, that's up to them. Do I agree? I don't agree, nor do I disagree. Lose Sunday, it's over. I think if he loses, I mean, if you have a look at our fixtures quick, I think if that Inter Milan game was next week, as opposed to the following, I think if he lost to Inter Milan, he'll be sacked. Because I don't know if you come back, especially in the Champions League. I mean, how many points are we off the top 8? Only a point, but the thing is, we should, yeah, okay, cool. We'll probably might beat Qarabag. We ain't beaten Inter Milan, so that's a loss. I don't know if we make top 8, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a playoff sting. For me, red line is no UCL at the end of the season. No, but it's I believe in him. Fair enough. That's up to you, mate. everyone's entitled to an opinion. But no, yeah, it's a joke. I think what happens, quick predictions before I go. I think if he loses the next two, I think he's gone. Because by that point, if you lose the next two, where would we be if we lose the next two? We could be 15th. So if West Ham win, they'll go to 14 points. We're only 7 points adrift. Road to 40 points. 3-1 West Ham. I just don't have it. Do you know if I think Liverpool are going to lose? I just don't predict. I find it hard in me to say that we'll lose, but Inter Milan, I think we will. Does he make the end of the year? Does he make the New Year fireworks bang? Or will he be gone with a bang? It's going to be interesting, though. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how this all goes out now. Because, nah, I'm sorry, man. Losing to Sunderland, I said it to the chat, I think about a week ago. That Sunderland game, I'm terrified for it because they can play multiple types of football. And if they show up, if you're looking at our games until I need someone to beat Wolves. Chat, we're going to be doing Wolves pray-alongs. Because the reason as to why, I don't know if I could handle giving Wolves their first win. Who have they got up until us? Villa, Forest, Man U, Arsenal, Brentford. Oh no. If Arne Slot is still in the job, somehow come the end of the month or the end of the year, we might genuinely give Wolves their first win. Because the way we're playing, can you say no? And also add into the factor of, Aston Villa on good form right now. They'll slap Wolves. Forest will beat Wolves. Probably right now. United. Imagine if Man United gave them it. Arsenal won't lose. Brentford probably won't. I swear to God, if we give Wolves their fucking first win, oh my, no. Wolves, just win a game. Even if we were to lose to you and it'll be the second win, I need you to win at least a game before. Seven points adrift, not from it. Yeah, this is looking peak. It's looking peak, man. Depending on results this weekend, we could be 17th come kickoff versus West Ham. Wait, what? Depending on results this weekend. Wait, if Forest win, they go to 15. We could be 14th. Who's Newcastle got? Everton. We could be joint 15th. Oh my. Who's Brentford got? Burnley. Oh my. Yeah, we're gone. We're so gone. Yeah, it's man unmod that. I've unmodded him, bro. Don't worry, man. Sunderland is a good team. I like how they're playing. Yeah, man. Sunderland are a fantastic team. We got Arsenal next in January as well. Yeah, this is. We're going okay. Yeah, he's doing okay, man. Hopefully, I'll see him soon in it. Well, next week, I'll see him. Yeah, it's just. This is Arne Slot, his beautiful wife and lovely daughter. Before you ask him to be sacked, think about his family. How do you want him to put food on the table? Right, man really came in here and said that. Raw. Raw, fair enough. Fair enough. Now, if we lose to Sunderland, man, they always peak. If we actually lose to Sunderland, I don't know what I could do if we lost to Sunderland, you know. I feel like I'm alone. I'm a defending slot. It's not, we know it's not all on slot, bro. We know it's not all on slot. Like, we know it's not all on slot. Do you get it? I love this guy, bro. $22 in the building, man. Slap the likes. We're gonna wrap up in 5 minutes because I've already done 2 streams today, and I need to sort out some stuff before my girlfriend comes home. Low, I bet if he's up for a few quid, I reckon. Raw. Stop defending him. Yeah. 4-1, bruv. 4-1. We're finished. And Touchline, I don't know if you've seen any of my content. I'll say it for you, so then, you know, you cannot... Who the fuck's that thing? It's over. Get the whole lot gone. Arsenal's going to win the league. I've got a terrible feeling about them winning the Champions. I need to watch the Bayern Munich. You know what? I'm going to watch some Champions League highlights, I think. What I'm going to do is while I'm getting the stuff ready around the house, because I need to hoover up, do some dishes. And then I'll probably watch some Champions League highlights. Although I did see that Carl goal. Oh my. Man, these don't need to answer for the biggest. Bro, man, we're not having this conversation today. Like, I'm not doing this again. Is the Guard of Honor still happening at Old Trafford? That 4-0 win at Old Trafford will hit like crack for United. UCL charge. Peak. Are you going live, Touchline? I'm surprised. Why isn't there no Liverpool fans actually live today? Don't know Sam's live, but he's talking about other clubs. Come on, Liverpool fans. You all need to come out, bro. Not like that, pause, or I don't know. Not till 6:00 because you ducked out of the show with me. No, I didn't duck. How did I duck? What show are you doing at 6:30? Because you have lost all your backside. Bro, you can't even touch line. You can't even say nothing because I have literally turned up to every single game where we've lost. I had to do the slot press conference reaction because it was meant to be on Friday. So I had to do the press conference reaction. And then I also did a show earlier. I've turned up to every single show, bro. I went on a 3-hour flipping show last night on Michael's channel with Liam and them, man. Sam said he wants Zidane. We ain't getting Zidane. But there's more of a chance of me becoming the manager than Zidane. Zidane won't manage anyone. If Zidane's coming back to football, he's either going Real Madrid, international. I always thought he would be a Man United manager though one day. To be fair, I always thought he would be after the 2018 final where they beat us. I always thought he would be your manager. To be fair, bro, they joined the international break. I watched back their summer shows and I couldn't agree more that they all. What do you mean agree? Deserve this. Liam and that. Liam, them man. Stop with the London slang. I'm not even from London, my guy. I can't wait for the West Ham win. Losing to PSV madness. Is what it is, my guy. He's going France World Cup. He will join Man United in the future. Thought you remind the scum again. Man United 0. 10 men. Yeah. Yeah, but that's touchline facts for you though. Like this brother was shameless in the summer when his team lost in the cup. So if this brother's going to be shameless even after losing to Tottenham in a final, you think he's going to be not be shameless now? When is Arsenal dropping more points? I mean, I was right about Sunderland, to be fair. It's not a slot mistake. That's Canai forget how to play. Well, it is because you blame Arne Slot. Why is he continuing to play him? There's literally players on the bench that he could replace him with. And it's also the system that he sets up in. No? So you can't. So you're not going to blame him for that. The whole thing is on the manager and the players. It's on both of them. Not one, not the other. It's on both. Do you get it? But no, Alisson's back. Verts is obviously doing his rehab thing. But yeah, that press conference was a joke, man. Some of the questions being asked, how did you sleep? And that, like, shut up. About how did you sleep? War prediction. Yeah, mate. I what have I told you about it though? When it comes to how do I even explain this? When it comes to that sort of stuff, I don't get involved. Yeah, but we all know what Carragher's like, though. Like, Carragher has a new agenda with a player every week. Like the past couple of years, his agenda's always been on your side of things, Bruno Fernandes. No, he's got agendas for every club. That's no surprise he does it with Mo Salah. But no, as to regards to that, like don't even put Kenny Dalglish in the same name. And response to the whole thing, I don't speak on stuff like that. Just like with politics on this channel, I don't talk about it. It's like when someone said to me on my chat, why don't you talk about politics? It's like, one, because I'll be honest, my knowledge isn't as good. And plus, I don't really have any invested into it. Also, into the added factor of people get upset with what you say. So don't get involved with, maybe speak about it when it comes up off as if you agree. I mean, no, I don't. That's no, the point of the matter is, I just don't get involved with the whole politics side of thing. So let's say, for example, I wake up tomorrow morning. I don't know, one of my players. I don't know. Let's say one of my actual players racially abused another player. Yeah, I'll criticize them and I'll leave it as that. Guys are bringing up results in which resulted in them finishing 5th. One COVID prem with one fans. You are a tin pot club. Yeah, okay, mate. No, oh my God, bro. You're thick as pig shit. I can't help you out, bro, if you don't listen to a word I say. If you're not gonna listen, it's like it's literally on my channel where the intro, like anyone can say anything to me in my chat. You can call me a cunt, a knob, whatever you want, as long as you're not sexist, racist, or political. Then yeah, say what you like about me, innit? As long as you don't do those 3 things, because it obviously upsets people, and yeah, it's not really a good look, is it? United never won the Prem. Typical Liverpool fans averaging IQ 10 minutes. Who said United never won the Premier League? I just want it as a memory to live in the rest somewhat with. What are you on about? Mr. Reacts, if I super chat you, will you say 3 magical words to me? What on earth? What on earth are you on about, man? God, read some more chats and then we'll go with it. 27 you in the building, man. Slap a like, innit? Big up to all, man. You are doing way too many weird things. Slots haters got no food when Arne will win the UCL. Me. Well, what did you say? Technically, United have never won the Pro. Open sponsorships change. Can all be funny about league titles. You know what, Wesley? Just for you, I will bring back my Premier League show. Yeah? Where I speak about I don't know, I think on my on the Title Race podcast, I used to speak about Liverpool on it, but there's no point speaking about that. You know what? I'm gonna bring back. Actually, no, Wesley. Actually, I've got an Arsenal fan coming on the channel next week. So, yeah, we will speak about Arsenal for a large period. So make sure you're there then. Road to Budapest. How's it going? Well, it's going to crap, mate. Come on, the Reds. No, she can't have me. I have a crush on Touch. Flipping Jesus. God. Bloody hell. Well, mate, if that's how you are, that's how you are, mate. Did you get it? I don't really know what you want me to do with that information. Do you know how sad you have to be to do this? Do what? Why, is that Donna's account? Is that Donna's account? You're literally a mod on my channel. You can just time it out. Ban these Donna bit accounts or your channel may get in trouble. Or 2 boy accounts. Who said they love Man United? Touchdown, you're literally a mod. If that's Donna, just time it. Bot accounts. Bloody hell. I don't know, chat. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for everyone coming in, man. Bless up to everybody. And yeah, we'll be back live tomorrow, probably. I'm not going to do the Aston Villa watch along because I'm in too much of a bad mood. I just want to chill. And plus, I've got stuff to do before my girlfriend gets in. Swearing alive. Yeah, we're wrapping it up here. But don't call those scousers all sorts yet. Celebrate one. That's up to the touchline, mate. Just. Yeah, Donna, like, let's just can we just keep the zesty and the weirdness out, please? Get it? Right, thank you. Bless up to everyone. Wrapping up. Slap a like, subscribe. And yeah, Donna, just don't be weird. Bless up the Reds. We got slapped 4-1. And yeah, we're in the mud. I don't know where we go from there. All I know is we might get ironed out by the Hammers. In a bit. Peace.